Aha. How's it going, everybody? My name is Waddles. I hope you're doing well. And guess what? There's a brand new Bedrock Beta. Today, I'm going to show off all of the new features, talk about some of the changes that are in this little beta. As you can tell, I'm holding something very new and very, very cool. Okay, let's start off with the new features. I think I've laid out pretty much everything new in this chest here. Of course, we have the crossbow, which is super, super exciting. We have some enchants for the crossbow, multi-shot, quick charge, and that piercing 1 through 4. And there are some dye changes here. This is no longer bone meal. I mean, bone meal is still bone meal, but we have white dye, black dye, blue dye, and brown dye. A little bit of distinguishing going on between the dyes, which I think is interesting. Gets me a little curious as to what Mojang has planned. But there's been some changes to things. So let's start off with pandas here. We'll take some bamboo. The big thing with pandas is you can now feed them from your hand. You used to have to throw the bamboo on the ground, right? And then they would go and pick it up, which they still will. But now you can feed it right to them. Now, the aggressive pandas, which is this guy right here, are a bit stronger. Here we go. We punch the panda, again for science, and boom, 3 hearts. So we're going to get away from you. So, 3 hearts of damage from this guy, and if you give them food, they will stop hurting you. They will take a break and eat, so you gotta be careful with the aggressive pandas. I do like that they do a bit more damage now. It makes a lot more sense, and also, as you maybe heard, there's some new noises. I love the squeaking. I think that's more in line with the real panda noise. That's awesome. So, another thing up with these pandas is they have an inventory, or at least now we know they have an inventory. That may have been a thing before, but pandas will now drop extra bamboo, according to the changelog. But I think that's just about it for pandas, so let's move on to scaffolding here. There are some new noises. You hear that? Those are the noises, and scaffolding is now flammable, so if we take some lava or fire in general, and we light the stuff on fire. I ruined my whole thing. There we go. It catches on fire just like that. So you can't use scaffolding near fire. That makes a lot of sense anyways. And I don't believe there have been any other changes with scaffolding. You could actually always shift on these things, and you could always only place these up to 4 away. So I think that's the only changes, the whole flammability thing and the noises. The crafting recipe is the same still. I have a video coming out very soon that goes into scaffolding a little bit more in depth. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video if you're interested. Now, brand new to the Bedrock edition of the game is a crafting recipe for packed ice. It's the same as Java edition if you're familiar with that. 9 normal ice in a crafting table to make 1 packed ice. So pretty expensive, but that means get your ice farms going so you can start getting tons and tons of packed ice, or at least plan to get tons and tons of packed ice. And so, the big new thing, the crossbow. Oh boy, this thing is so awesome. I'm going to show off how the enchants work in just a moment, but this is the crafting recipe. We have 3 sticks, an iron ingot, and then 2 string, and a tripwire hook. You throw that in a crafting table, and you'll get your hands on a crossbow. Now, the crossbow has 3 brand new enchantments, and that would be multi-shot, quick charge, which has 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3, and then piercing, which has 4 levels, 1, 2, 3, and 4, of course. Now, you can also get unbreaking on your brand new crossbow, and you can also put mending on the crossbow. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get infinity on the crossbow, though, so that's not a thing right now. I sure hope it does become one, though, because that would be really, really nice and make the crossbow very, very useful. I could see them doing, mending or infinity, just like the bows. Now, you can shoot arrows with the crossbow, and you can shoot fireworks with the crossbow, which is super cool. You cannot shoot pigs with the crossbow, but you can shoot pigs with a crossbow. So here's the crossbow. It's got a nice little noise. You charge it up, and then you click or press again, and you can shoot the thing. So I have multi-shot on my bow. Only 1 layer of this enchant, but it spreads 3 arrows out, which is pretty cool. So 2 shots to kill the pig, But we'll swing up here to my testing range. I've set up all of the crossbow enchants so I can show you what's going on here. So we'll start off with quick charge, and we don't need any test subjects for that because it changes how fast your crossbow charges up. So for reference, here's a normal crossbow. Charge it up. It's kind of slow, right? But it charges up, of course. And here's quick charge 1. A little faster, kind of hard to tell. Quick charge 2. A little bit faster, definitely easier to tell, you know, when compared to the unenchanted one. And then finally, quick charge 3, which is pretty fast. I like that a lot, so let's see, can we hit the pig? No, we can't. So as you can see, there is some arrow drop. It looks to be like maybe, what is that? Probably like 20 or so blocks. This is not an exact measurement though, of course, but yep, there is some arrow drop. Now, we also have piercing, which is going to work similar to like power on a bow. Piercing will increase the strength of your shot. So unfortunately, we need a test subject this time, and we need our plain old crossbow back. So test subject, I'm sorry, this is for science, guys. We'll take 1 shot and then 2 shots to kill the pig, right? And so let's go ahead and do piercing 1 now, and we shoot the pig. 1 shot, and there we go, 2 shots. Now, we're just going to skip over 2 and 3 and go to 4 and just see what happens. Boom, 1 shot. Now, of course, that's not exact science or numbers, but it gives you an idea as to what's going on here and what you can expect. Piercing 2 still has to 2-shot the pig, and then Piercing 3 will need to 2-shot the pig as well. So, whatever the damage is, Piercing 4 gets you just enough to kill a pig in 1 shot. Then, as I showed off before, multi-shot spreads out 3 arrows, just like that, so you can kind of aim with the middle, and then you have your extra shots as well. That would be quite nice for clearing out crowds of zombies or something along those lines. But other than that, multi-shot is kind of just cool looking. I can't believe I hit both of those. That was actually really cool. Now, as you can tell from that shot, the shots spread with distance, right? Of course, like, they go in kind of like straight lines away from each other. See, if we shoot at the ground, they're a lot closer, but that's, you know, just to be expected. So, now we have a firework. Let's go ahead and shoot one. Aha. Interesting. I know you can shoot fireworks with these things, but it's an arrow still. Aha. Maybe we can shoot fireworks with it, or at least I can't really get it to work. It seems like I'm, shooting arrows that I don't even have. I don't have any arrows, and then I can go, pick that up. I heard myself pick. I don't know what's going on. And so then again, the whole die thing is also new, but that's just that. It's not much to say about it. I can show you the bone meal in the inventory, though, just to prove that it's still here. Yeah, bone meal right there, and I suppose lapis would be blue dye, so that's there still. And then ink sacks are still ink sacks, and finally, cocoa beans are still cocoa beans. So none of that is removed or anything. There's just been some dyes added into the game. You can still use the ink sack and the other dyes for dyes still. As you can see, I'm dyeing sheep here with my ink sack, so that still works as normal for now. I'm sure maybe that'll change, though, in the future, or at least we'll get some other recipes for these dyes, which I would absolutely love. We definitely need some more black and white dye crafting recipes. And so, that's pretty much the whole 1.8.0.10 beta for you. Now, as I said before, there will be a scaffolding video coming soon, all about the stuff with, like, building ideas and whatnot, so make sure you subscribe for that, and Java Snapshots are starting soon, too, so keep your eyes out for that. I also did put a video out earlier today. I obviously didn't know that this beta was coming out, and the crossbows are pretty cool, so I wanted to show them off for you guys. So, hope you don't mind. But, yep, there's a video. Check it out if you want. Look at this animation. My arm is just floating around there. We're not going to shoot the llama, though. We'll shoot... anyways, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you liked the video, also leave a like. That stuff helps me out. I heard those arrows land. If I missed anything, throw it down below. My name is Waddles. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.